I'm very good.
You pumped for the show tonight?
I'm very. You are such like junior mobster.
I know. Look at this thing. Look at this. I got the pinstripe and the dark suit, and.
Or is it just that amateur production of Guys and Dolls that
I just came running from? No, I don't know. They just put these. You know what it is here.
I know.
We don't dress like this in our normal lives.
People always say, hey, I like your outfit, and it's sort of, well, I put it on.
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything else to. Really...
We're like Batman and Robin. Like seconds before the show, we're in boxer shorts and V-neck T-shirts, drinking beer.
Right.
And then a light goes off. A light goes off and says, time for show. And we go down a shoot. And suddenly we're in these suits, and we don't even know what we were going to be wearing.
No way.
You know what I found out? I got to go. I'm having my wisdom teeth out on Friday. I wasn't feeling bad about it till now. It should be okay. No, boo.
All four of them at once?
No, they're all impacted. Every single. Most of my head right now is tooth. Apparently, they took an X-ray and there's very little brain left. It's all impacted tooth, and the guy's explaining it should be no problem. We'll do it on Friday, and when you're done with the show, you come in and we'll do it, and then you'll have the weekend to recover. No problem. Sign this. And I said. I'm starting to sign it right away because I'm a boob. That's I sign anything. Okay. I signed the contract for this show like that. $8 a week. Not bad. Let them in, eat your heart out. But I start to sign it, and then I stop and I look at it, and apparently it's this long thing. It's making sure that I can't sue him. And I said, what does this say? Basically, and he said, well, basically, there's a risk that when we pull out your wisdom teeth, that your facial muscles will become paralyzed for the rest of your life. And this says that you won't sue me. And I was just imagining, what is this show going to be like if I come in? I'm going to come in on Monday, and it'd be like, people will tune in the show, and I'll be like... They would like that, actually.
Probably would.
We would like it more. Yay!
I would like it.
Yeah, that's right. Just me being frozen like that the whole time. You'd start putting cigarettes out in my mouth. Andy, stop it! Please, I was your friend. Well, anyway,
we'd have to know whether you were sad or happy.
For this next bit, it's important that I'm sad, so everyone pretend I'm sad. Well, anyway, it's going to happen now, and it's going to be a tragedy.
Well, that guy's not worried.
No, he doesn't care. Snip, snip. Face paralyzed. I got to go now. I got tickets to Barbados. All right. Well, maybe I have this coming, because let's confess something right here at the top of the show.
Not the murder.
No. Later, another time. That's on our cable special.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I got to admit something. Ladies and gentlemen, you're aware of this. As much as we try to treat our celebrity guests nicely here at the show, and this is inevitable, sometimes something happens during an interview or behind the scenes, and a celebrity gets a little bit upset with us, or someone who works at the show gets a little upset with us. And it's happened a couple of times over the last few years, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, most of the time they have a point, but celebrities are touchy.
They're touchy.
They're touchy,
but sometimes these things happen, and when they do, I always make sure that an apology letter gets written by me or someone on the show so that we can smooth over any hurt feelings. It's a nice gesture.
It's real classy.
Yeah, and the only way to survive in this business is to suck up to people.
Right.
So I thought it'd be fun tonight to just sort of share with the audience at home, take a look back at some of the letters we've sent out over the last few years in a segment we call Late Night Apology Letters.
I'm so sorry.
For example, I wrote this apology letter to Michael Jordan after he was on the show, and I'm glad I did because I think it straightens things out. Dear Michael, once again we apologize for evacuating the studio audience during your recent appearance, but we thought there was a sewage leak in the studio. Had we known it was your cologne, we wouldn't have done what we did. All the best, Conan O'Brien. And I'm glad we wrote that letter.
Me too.
Because now he's my best friend.
Right.
That's right.
And you wear that cologne every day.
That's right, I do. I actually, I made a major faux pas when Gene Siskel was on the show. And here's the apology note that I wrote. Dear Gene, I can't believe I made the horrible mistake of introducing you as the fat one instead of the bald one. Again, my apologies. All the best, Conan O'Brien.
It happens.
I messed up.
It happens.
I make mistakes.
You know, it's like when your mom calls you by your brother's name.
Exactly.
Stuff like that.
We're human, is our point here.
Exactly.
Human. All right, here's an apology letter I sent to Madonna recently, she was on the show just after she'd become a mother for the first time. We had her on, and I wrote this letter because something got mixed up. Dear Madonna, I must apologize for Max Weinberg's behavior the other evening. It was completely out of line when he approached you during your interview holding a cup of black coffee and shouted, "Hey, how about a little milk from that lactation station?" Sincerely, Conan O'Brien. I couldn't believe she gave it to him, too.
I know. And it...
2 squirts. All right, here we go.
Cost me $5.
Oh, man. You're the evil genius behind the show. Yeah, that's what I always knew. All right, this is a note that I wrote to Scott Baio. Or Scott Baio. It depends on which part of the country you live in. But this is the note I wrote to Scott Baio. Dear Scott, sorry we weren't able to book you on the show this month, due once again to the fact that there are other people. I'll let you know when things change. Here is Conan O'Brien. How you doing?
Good.
It's the meanest bit we've ever done. Okay, this is an apology, ladies and gentlemen, that I sent to one of our cameramen after he went to the hospital recently. It goes like this. Dear Phil, I'm sorry we booked Dennis Rodman on the show. Yours, Conan O'Brien. He should wear a cup.
You should wear a cup. If you're going to work a camera to network, you should wear a cup.
Wear a cup. That's one of the first things they tell you. All right.
Common sense.
Common sense. I'm wearing one now.
Yeah, but it's a styrofoam cup.
Yeah, but it's comfy. All right. It's the weirdest Who's on First routine we've ever done. I made a joke on air once that offended John Ratzenberger. He's the guy who played Cliff on Cheers. So I wrote him this note. Dear John, first of all, I apologize for my recent joke implying that you are typecast as a result of your many years on Cheers. Second, I'll be out of town from July 20th to August 6th. Please leave all my mail with the building superintendent. Sincerely, Conan O'Brien. So, take care of that.
Yeah. Just checking them off. Baio, Ratzenberger. Who's next?
They all have it coming.
Yeah.
All right. This is one that I recently sent out to Richard Jewell. You all remember Richard Jewell? The guy who sued NBC for making fun of him.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Dear Richard, I'm terribly sorry if you in any way misconstrued any of my on-air jokes as somehow implying that you were in any way responsible for the Olympic Park bombing. Please don't get mad and throw one of your big, nasty boom-boom kablammy machines at me. Sincerely, Conan O'Brien. I think that takes care of it. This is the jacket I'll wear at the lawsuit, too. All right.
Very nice.
And finally, Candace Bergen got this note from me after a really embarrassing incident, and I'll share it with you now. Dear Candace, please accept my apologies for so completely misunderstanding your offer of 10 cents a minute. I'm sorry you had to see me naked. Sincerely, Conan O'Brien. And if you've seen me naked, you'd be sorry, too. So, I think we did a lot of good.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think what's great is that all those celebrities were mad at us now, and now they love us.
Right. We've had a clearing.
A cleansing, as it were. And now we're ready, both spiritually and mentally, to have a commercial break. And when we come back, one of the funniest men alive. I looked it up in the books. He is. Stephen Wright is going to be with us, so stick around. We'll see you in a second.